Hi. I made a video a while ago listing 8 techniques that you can use to help awaken your Kundalini. I'm just going to list 8 more. There's hundreds. Pranayama breathing techniques. So this is basically a category. For example, holding your breath, which is known as Kumbhaka, or left and right nostril breathing. So you breathe in through one nostril, hold it, and then breathe out. You can look it up. And basically that'll balance your left and right channels, your sun and moon channel, and that will balance your central channel. You'll have a very well balanced energy body after you do that, and you'll feel it right away as well. Reverse breathing, such as the Taoist reverse breathing, it creates a kind of stronger energy force in your body. Remembering that chi energy is associated with air, and of course air is breath. Also dragon fire breath, which is sort of pulsing your lower stomach area, and that's the Kundalini yoga practice. But you can also think of belly breathing, which is just breathing with your belly, or vase breathing, anything like yogic breathing, which is breathing in and out slowly and big, rhythmically. This will all help. People think that awakening your Kundalini is somehow secret or esoteric, but to be honest, a lot of the techniques are very simple, based on your body's natural movements. 2. Virtue, things like karma, virtue, and doing the right thing. This is very interesting because I was born and bred an atheist. I never really bought into the Christian cosmology of God and God's washing your sins, and Santa Claus is going to not give you any presents if you're not good. It just seemed right to do the right thing and to be a good person. What I found by later practicing spiritual cultivation is that I could feel the energies in my body become stronger when I thought good thoughts, did right things, had right viewpoint. It's very interesting to think that morality or there's this line between good and bad, and if you think of good and do good, that this is going to help you progress spiritually. Just like every tradition you can think of on earth tells you. It just, to our scientific materialist mind, and I've always been an existentialist, where basically we're just chasing after peak experiences and things that will give you pleasure in life. But this is, in spirituality, it's different, and you can discover the proof of that law just by looking deep inside yourself. 3. Associate with people who have high energy. Now, this is going to happen naturally. This is a very interesting aspect of spiritual awakening path, is that you'll pull into your life people with higher spiritual energies. So just people vibrating on a higher level. They'll just feel better around you somehow, and you'll just pull them in the higher you get. But you can choose your friends. You can choose the people you hang around with. It is said in Kabbalah that the only free will we have is the books that we read and the people that we choose to associate with. So you can think of it as a very conscious decision, that if you consciously decide to associate with people with higher spiritual energies, then it will help you. The next one is walking in nature. So if you can think of North American Indians having some sort of spiritual trip in nature by themselves, or the walkabouts of the Australian Aborigines, which are associated with very spiritual trips. What actually happens if you're walking around with all these living, breathing organisms around you, and even the rocks and the non-organic things, they radiate a certain energy that vibrates with your lower chakras. And if you're thinking of Kundalini as residing in the sacral area, or at the very least you can think that putting some sort of energetic force on your lower chakra areas, including your sacral area, will help enliven your Kundalini, and that's exactly what happens. Exercise is the next one, so you can think of any kind of exercise, weightlifting, jogging, sprinting. It doesn't have to be anything like Tai Chi or yoga or any of these martial arts that somehow are related to spirituality, because they have a system built into enlivening one's chi, to a certain level, and then they start to work with the chi, the martial artists, right, and the Jing, which just means energy. But just, I'm just talking about detox and enlivening the blood flow, detoxing your blood and artery system, so that later, if you awaken your Kundalini, you'll have a much easier time going through your body, and it also helps serve to awaken your Kundalini easier. It seems it's probably obvious to you. 6. Face your issues, like your deep issues, your problems, your addictions, your fears, your complexes, your bad memories, events that marked you. We don't really want to face those issues down, even though in some place we know where they are and what they are. But it is said that the people who have suffered the most, who've had the most problems in their life, can make the most rapid spiritual progress by neutralizing these issues. Or you can do it yourself, even if you didn't have such a rough life. You just begin to neutralize, using NLP, using psychology, just noticing them. I have a lot of NLP and hypnosis videos on my Trigram Healing username channel. You check them out. It might be of some help. And because there's a Sufi saying, our greatest strength is our greatest weakness, our greatest weakness is our greatest strength. And check out number 7, sauna, or steam room. This more detox, and if you think of the North American Indian tradition of sweat lodges, if you think of the Scandinavian tradition, where they can somehow release evil spirits and entities, and even if you don't believe specifically in evil spirits and entities, you can think of purely on a psychological basis that if you detox their physiology, it will have a direct effect on your psychological well-being. And you'll start to notice, if you go to saunas and steam rooms often, that the people who are hanging around those places the most tend to be very spiritually in tune. Number 8, maintaining states of lower brain waves. And what I'm talking about here is alpha versus beta, theta. You want to be in a nice alpha wave brain state throughout your day. The most functional brainwave state is probably the beta one, and that's the one most people go to work with and feel all nervous with. But if you're in an alpha state, it just means relax. And I could be very relaxed, and you put on a very relaxing voice. Because what happens is, when your mind relaxes, energy can flow better in your body. And you can think of your lower dantian area, around your navel chakra. It'll start to produce more energy, and that will rise. That energy rises, and it will kind of steam. It's called, in Taoism, it's called steaming your bones or steaming your body. So it's a very gradual and pleasant way of opening your energy channels. And those are the 8 I have for today.